Every day I dey walk up and down just to sing my song. I get the joy when I see everybody just to sing along. Plenty money from my pocket, I know they hear your nonsense. Came a long way from the gutters, as I make come, I no go forget. Plenty money from my pocket, I know they hear your nonsense. Came a long way from the gutters, as I make come, I no go forget.
Pape, how you do for? Let something drop for me, oh. Les hustle are on par, no head, no tail. Grace, I don't want smell and no taste. Don't close me, don't make all the Bible and treat me like come and boom. One day, one day, one day, one day. Les hustle we pick all the mogo we show we bump it oh. One day, one day, one day, one day,
one day, one day, it will be on someday.
Color.
Your 10 hour shot. Yeah, we back. We are back in the fries. We're back in the fries. Right now, we have some special people on the couch. So, to my right, we got our sister on the chair.
Yeah.
I met our sister in Liberia when I was there. And since I left Liberia, our sister came to America. Yeah, she here.
Yeah.
And she outside with everything that's Liberian.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So go ahead and introduce yourself right quick to the people.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Emma, and I am a returned Peace Corps volunteer. And my country, of course, was none other than beautiful Mama Liberia.
Definitely. Hand
yes.
clap.
Hand clap to that. I served from July 2024 until this year. I finished my service July 2025, just in time for Independence Day. We had a good time here.
Yep.
And I lived in Bento City in Montserrat County, and I loved it. So I'm so glad to be here with all of you, also special people. So thank you so much.
Definitely. We'll be talking about a lot of great things. So to my left right here, we have the man himself.
Yeah.
The man in charge of the liquor on the table. The liquor that be making a child be misbehaving. It's called Hens Vodka. For me, I drink liquor, right? And I think Hens Vodka is a very good brand, smooth, no hangover. Like the commercial can say no hangover, but really no hangover because since I've been drinking this, my head don't be hitting me.
It goes down smooth.
Yeah.
You know, you drink it, you don't make no face. You drink, your face will be straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely got Mr. Hens Vodka himself, my man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
So my name is Himien Darlington Jones. Pretty much you hear it. Background, I'm biochemist. 17 years of pharmaceutical working with Johnson & Johnson, Eli Lilly. And one day I decided to go back home. I and my buddies to make Hens Vodka. We doing 100% in Liberia. This liquor comes from, the raw material comes from local farmers. So, you know, at some point you think about helping the local. So we decided to go back and buy all our raw material from the local farmers. That way you give them the opportunity to put food on the table. I hire college kids, you give them opportunity for job. And then when you drink quality liquor, no hangover, the customer feel happy. So basically that was the goal of Hens Vodka. We Shkreli LIB trying to improve the whole supply chain across the world.
Awesome.
And I love it that everybody, since 2019 we launched, then COVID came to Liberia, so we like, all right. But since 2019 we've been in Liberia, and I'm happy that a lot of Liberians continue to support us. We here in the fries. So thank you guys for having us here.
Yeah,
Great
thank
liquor,
you.
man. I can't even drink liquor like that, but I'm having a good time today. So
So for me, man, I'll ask a question, right? You say you got background in pharmacy, right?
About chemistry.
Biochemistry,
Yeah.
and you did. But man, you're giving people medicine. How you go from medicine to liquor?
So basically, it started from it started from having a habit, right? A lot of times when I hang out with my coworkers, everyone was doing either beer or that's for like habits. You come home after work, you try to do your beer in your basement or, you know, or wine. So, and everybody will bring something to a function. This is what I made. Just a lot of chemists do that. This is what I made. This is what
so y'all all just like
We just-
come together. Y'all make y'all stuff on your own separate time and say, all right, my man, yeah, my late team for today. Let me see your own.
Oh
Yeah, like literally
Yo,
like
that's
that.
tough.
Yeah. I did a beer, my man. I got this beer going.
That's
To
tough.
try with my beer, and we'll make crazy stuff,
That's
right? Something that is not on the market, but something that you know you like. Like you go drink beer, you like, man, these guys, the beer they have there, I don't like it. Or if you want to take something crazy with raw material to make your beer that somebody that haven't done before, and then you try it with people. So it was just fun. And then one thing that came to me was that every time you go Liberia, you gotta carry. You guys know you gotta carry bottles. Why we do that?
Yeah.
Because we were told that the liquor there is fake liquor. The liquor that they have to Liberia is fake. The Hennessy, it says fake.
Yeah, I say the club, man, ain't be playing all kind of tricks on the liquor there just to get money. It's all a money grab.
It says fake,
I don't
like-
be hearing any
like-
good news about the
Yeah, so we
liquor.
always gotta like ship liquor home and things like. Oh, that's why you guys, yeah.
That's why we said, all right, if I'm gonna go home, because I myself I drank. I remember, I'll never forget this. I went to the club and I drank a Bacardi rum. I think it was like fire. I put it LIB way. It was like fire
Your
on me.
chest was just
Yeah.
hot.
So I'm like, nah, man, we can do better than that.
Okay.
And I seen the space. The space was there. Like normally
The
when
market.
normally when you back, they'll say, why you not doing rum, right? Because whenever you add the African or Jamaican, it's like rum. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because it's all the chemistry. I'm gonna go with vodka.
Right.
And every country around the world use what raw material they have to make alcohol. So we have ours with the king. You can make, and that's the cleanest. You can make the cleanest alcohol from sugarcane
True King. That's lit.
because you're not adding any extra thing to
No
it.
chemical.
No, it has all that. It has the sugar you need, right? You don't have to change it
Like all the calories and
into
stuff.
yeah.
like that.
You don't have to change it into sugar before you make your ethanol. So
That's
That's
lit.
cool.
That's lit. That's
Yeah,
major.
yeah.
Big up to you. And like I said, to the right, we got my sister here. Like I said, I met her in Liberia, right? So,
Yeah, back in December.
December.
Yes.
She was having. It was a good time.
It was a
Then-
great time.
Great time. Then I came back and I saw like all this amazing work that they had this program where people can go and can get certification in different things. Like,
Yeah.
kind of let's talk about that. Like, how did you get in Liberia? Like, how did you ever?
Yeah, I was
how
gonna.
did you think
Well, I wasn't
about
gonna ask
Liberia?
that, but I had a different question. But go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
how you think about Liberia of all places that you want to carry on this mission that you was carrying on?
Yeah, for sure. Because I definitely did not just wake up one day and decide, you know what, I'm just going to go to Liberia just because. Like, and it's definitely not just an isolated incident. It's a lot of things that have unfolded through my life that brought me to that moment. So if I were to say a place that it started or where the seed was planted was actually my teaching experience in South Korea, because I taught in Korea and I lived in Korea during COVID. And that was a crazy time for everybody. Nobody, no matter where you were in this world, was anybody having a good time. But as a teacher, I had that moment, and I come from a tech background. Like, my degree is in IT, and I worked in the startup industry before, like, quitting that and going into teaching. But while I was there, I was just thinking, like, my gosh, we're just having so many challenges with distance learning and remote learning. Like, teachers weren't ready and everything. But I mean, Korea is a very advanced, innovative society. Like, they were able to pick up on it quickly. And I sort of had this epiphany that, like, wow, I saw how much of a struggle this was here in a very, like, modern, advanced society. What was that like for the rest of the world? So I looked into thinking, like, you know what, I want to get a master's in this. I want to look more into this. And I started thinking about where are places in the world that have, like, a big digital divide. And predominantly, that is a lot of countries that are in Africa. But beyond that, too, it is the world's youngest population.
Yeah.
Like, 70% of the continent's population is under the age of 30. Yeah. And by the end of this century, the population is going to beyond, like, more than double. It's going to be over 2 billion. It's going to have the most most densely populated cities. So I did my thesis and my research in Uganda, because I had a connection there and I was helping to create the curriculum and everything. But man, like, I had never been to any African country before. And just a little over a month in Uganda was just an eye-opening, wild experience. And after that, I thought, like, my gosh, after this program, I need to find an opportunity experience where I can live in a country on the ground, not even, like, in the city. Like, I needed to be, like, in the rural area. I needed to see what was going on. And Liberia, when, you know, I immediately came to Peace Corps. I was thinking, like, Peace Corps would be exactly what I wanted. You're on the ground, you're in the field, you're with, like, a local rural community. That's exactly what I wanted. And I saw an opening, a position to support a vocational training center. And actually, when I was in Uganda, I was helping support a curriculum designed for an entrepreneurial plumbing program specifically. So I had that experience. And aside from that, I really was fascinated by Liberia, the history, the connection between America and Liberia. And also there was a special connection too, because Lema Bowie, Nobel Peace Prize winner, everything, she had been to my university before and she had spoken, and even, like, I felt like that personal connection too, and that there's such a big diaspora here. So I knew that this is exactly what I want to do. I'm going to go out there and support this vocational training center and take it from there. And it was just an absolutely incredible experience, which brings me to this seat here today.
That's great. That's great.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So, with your first time arriving in Liberia, like, what was some of, like, the culture shocks? And I'm not even talking about from America to Liberia, whatever. I'm just, because you started in Uganda, correct?
Yeah.
So, like, just, okay, your first country is Uganda, but I'm pretty sure Uganda is, like, nothing like Liberia, and America is nothing like Liberia. So, like, what was some, like, culture shocks that caught you off guard?
Oh my God, there were a lot. I would even just say, like, there were more positive culture shocks. And I mean, first and foremost, positive culture shocks are the people. People are so friendly, like, they're so welcoming. It was very different from my experience in Uganda, where there was a lot of, like, roughness. But one thing I want to say that was actually very helpful, even before I came to Liberia, was, and became a very close friend, still is close friend of mine. Shout out to your favorite boy, your favorite Liberian boy, Fizzle.
Yeah, I
I
know.
watched a lot of his content before going so I could like help prepare myself of what to expect, because what's unfortunate, and I know it's like old news, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, is like the negativity in the media. And just a lot of people thought before I was going like, oh, it's so dangerous, there's going to be this and that. Nah, like,
I know.
nah.
And I asked you that because
Yeah.
like you hit it on the bet of how friendly the people were.
Yes.
And like earlier today when I was on, I was just telling them how when I first met, that caught me off guard. It didn't catch me off guard.
Yeah.
Like I'm used to my people, of course, but I was telling them how a lot of times people who come from Liberia, like with my generation, they kind of like discourage us
Yeah.
when it comes to like going back and like doing things, like because of whatever they experience. So when I was going, it was different. It's like, what are these people talking about?
No, it's just different.
Like people were like every time I met somebody new and I said I was from the States, I heard over 1 million times, "Welcome home. This is your home."
Exactly.
It was one of the most like heartwarming feelings
and people
ever
are so
coming from the
welcoming.
States.
Yeah, and I initially felt like I had to be on guard, I had to be on edge, like what if people try to scam me or like take advantage of me? I mean, I will say like a culture shock when coming to Liberia is understanding the difference in systems here, like transportation or like how to get around. In Liberia, they don't have addresses. It's landmarks. So if you like, if you just show up to Liberia and you don't know where you want to go, like you can't like put in an address. You got to say like, I'm going to Elwa Junction. I'm going to go to the, I'm going to SKD.
Yeah, you got to
Like,
pass a yellow husband, go way down there,
I'll
bend,
go-
and pass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go land side. I gotta go ocean side. So you have to really know the lingo. You have to have a better understanding of helping your driver know where you want to go, or even the taxi system. Because like the word taxi here means it's like a private vehicle for you. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a taxi ride. I'm just gonna go somewhere. And then 8 people are getting in with me. And you have a baby on your lap, and like, everybody's like, oh, and then the VIP, it's not what we think of as VIP. You're gonna be in the, I'm like, I wanna ride VIP. You're gonna be in the trunk. Like, but then even though you got like 8 people clambering in with you, they're also friendly and they're like, oh, your day going? Like, how the body, like how you.
But I did that. I'm just I did that in 2020, right? I took my kids back home, and we did it like my kids and my nephews. So we crammed them in a car, just for them to have that experience, right? They were all crammed on each other's lap. They're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna experience
What's going on over here?
It's part of the
how we grew
experience.
up.
But
they like it.
Yeah, some of that place is like all that experience, all these ideas is the beauty in it. Like being over there, I try to figure one thing about like the people that live in Liberia that able to live in Liberia and continue to strive and continue to be able to get by another day. Like it's the beauty in that. So that also help you when you come back here. You appreciate whatever that's going on over here for you, because it can be worse.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So like you being in Liberia, right? You say a lot of great things about Liberia. That's good. It's hard to have people say good things about our country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it's also, who do you surround yourself with? And I was very fortunate over there that I met a lot of like-minded people like yourself, or again, Fizzle. A lot of people that wanted to change the narrative. It's so easy to find people who just want to complain or only focus on the negative, but where's that going to take us? If we want something to be different, we want something new. You have to think in a different direction. You have to think positively, not what is there lacking or like what are the challenges, but what are the opportunities? What are the things that we can do? And I mean, I could easily talk about the negative things. It wasn't always sunshine and rainbows over there. I had my fair share of challenges. I mean, believe it or not, the worst experiences I've had in my life were not in Liberia.
Dope.
They were in other places. I mean, personally, the biggest challenge I had was what happened to my health. I mean, that was
because of like the water and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, and it's so hard because like a big part of the culture is sharing food with people. Like, come, let's bust it.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, you will never, ever walk by a group of Liberians eating. Doesn't matter if you don't know them. If they see you walking by in the neighborhood, come, let's eat.
Come let eat.
Yeah,
Come,
for
let's
sure.
eat.
Yeah.
And, you know, when that happens, and for me, like, I'm a foreigner, you know, I don't have the same immune system as everybody. I'm not going to handle the water, the food as easily as everybody. And I was very, unfortunately, vulnerable to that. That was the biggest challenge. But also, it was one of the most meaningful opportunities for me because I, you know, by the grace of God, I would not be here today if it wasn't for the Liberian nurses that were by my side, taking care of me. I mean, I don't know how to explain what kind of experience that is, but it's something that's left a big impact on me for the rest of my life. Like, I literally would not be here if it wasn't for them.
Wow.
That's good.
That's great.
I like the fact that you brought that out because a lot of times people say healthcare is so poor that you
I don't know. I kind
You can't
of. I'm
Yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked to hear somebody say about those people over there that healthcare, and nurses.
Yeah, I
and
always
this.
hear bad stuff
I'm
about
shocked.
healthcare.
No, but hold up now. You have good hospitals.
Yeah, they have
You
good-
have good doctors and nurses that really mean
Business.
well,
Yeah.
right? So it's not like everybody there kind of like don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
However,
There's a lot of them that don't know what they're doing.
I agree. I agree with you. However, you're gonna have a lot of people that don't know what they're doing. So it also costs you money to go to places that will take care of
Yeah.
you well, right? So there are places that will take care of you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really good.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So if I may, I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about, for instance, like, you know, people who are not like part of the Liberian diaspora, like, you know, people outside the community or for different countries, like what comes to mind when you think about people coming to visit Liberia or showing an interest in Liberia?
So we definitely welcome people to come in because like it's tourism. I feel like that's where the country need to go because I think people need to bring information into that country, right? Because I think
Yeah.
a lot of the people in Liberia, they're there, the way they operate is based off the information around them. And there's not a lot of information being passed around,
Yeah.
but just how to have a good time. Mm-hmm. They know how to have a good time because that's what they see other people doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I agree with you, but I just don't like how certain foreigners see Liberia as a money grab. Like they try to play in Liberian people's faces, you know, as far as like those who come and, you know, play on people's land, stealing resources and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah.
I don't know,
Right.
yeah, and the fact that like Liberians always fall for it, and it's like, why are you always falling for this person tricks? But when your own man come to you on a genuine level, you try to you snake him, you stab him in the back. But when this person come, who's from wherever he's from, it's okay. It's like it's just weird. Like
Yeah.
you would rather stab your Liberian brother or sisters in the back, but somebody who has the intention to steal from you, they're not going to tell you, of course, but you'll fall for it. Why? Because they're not Liberian. And I think that's strange because Liberians who come from the diaspora, they have great intentions, but it's like, why y'all always falling for Chinese people and Lebanese people tricks? Like, but when somebody, your own person says, yo, I want to do X, Y, and Z, you either downplay or you join and you stab him in the back.
No, I
Why?
feel-
Is it
I
because
feel
he's
like-
Liberian?
like,
She's
you know-
Liberian?
you
Like,
know,
what's
I
the
feel-
problem with that?
I feel like because those people are present. The Chinese people, the Lebanese, they follow the investment. If they want to make an investment in the country, they dare. They with the investment.
I'm not talking about those who's
So,
just coming to
yeah.
make generational wealth.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
fine, but there are actually people who don't have great intentions being in Liberia. We can straight up say that.
So I can say I've seen it both ways, right? Coming into Liberia to start Hens Vodka, it was not an easy process, right? And there are difficulties you will face from like just to register your business. Now I can get foreigner that will come in. They don't even have to step to the business registrar office. They will get the stuff done. I have another company that teaches STEM. I had somebody call me from India to tell me that there was a grant money in the education department,
that was for
and they
that.
wanted to partner with my company in order to bid for that. Now I'm Liberian, and somebody in India calling me to tell me about my education ministry have this grant. So again, the stuff like that you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
it's strange to
If
me.
you, we open for other people to come in,
Okay.
but Liberians should be given the first dip.
First dip,
The
right?
first, yeah.
And I think
Liberians
they
should be
suck at
given
that.
The first dip.
They're not good at that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're not, in my opinion, they're not really good at trying to get the first dib. They would just
give
Yeah.
Liberians the opportunity. Now, if Liberians cannot do the job, vet aside,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so other people. Don't you feel like sometimes with those type of situations, they probably tried before, and like we talked earlier on the show with the guys, a lot of Liberians in the creative space and the business space, they do business based off emotion, how they feel. They be happy. They say, okay, if I put this one here, this one gonna make me 100. But not understanding that 100 is gonna come in time. They feel like that 100 will come tomorrow. And then they do it, and then they go to the bank loan them money, and they never can pay the bank back. It's a lot of stuff that, you gotta understand how people operate, right?
Yeah.
So we always gotta, like, these people gotta protect their interests too.
I agree with you, but I'm not saying of somebody who's like don't have all the qualification. That's
Right.
not what I'm saying. I mean, if I meet all of those standards, right, and I'm practicing what I'm doing, and
business.
you see I'm doing a business. So business, you gotta have a system, right? So I'm proving all of that. The Liberians that prove all of that, right? But they're still not given an opportunity in their own country.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's like my whole problem.
Yeah.
They're not given an opportunity. And not only are they not given an opportunity, they just bowing down to these people. But some, like your own, it's like you don't have to bow down to your own, but Dougie, my man, if you can listen to the Chinese mom, why you can't listen to your brother who gets something serious got to that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the problem?
Yeah. And I definitely agree with what you guys are saying. And, you know, this is why I'm so passionate about education.
Yeah.
And also, you know, trying to bridge that digital divide, because a really big problem in Liberia as a whole, as a country, is the literacy rate is so low. I mean, I've been in the classroom. I had a lot of different projects going on with the work that I was doing, but what was, again, going back to culture shock, is I would have students, very smart people, but they would read sentences or paragraphs, but they did, and it was perfect pronunciation, everything, but they didn't understand what they read. They didn't have like the reading comprehension. That's also because the system as a whole is kind of like rote learning. It's just memorize this and, you know, just take the test and that's it.
Just
and
to
then
get
it's
by.
just not a lot of critical thinking, and it's not people's fault. It's just how the system is. But again, this is why I like the intersection of tech and ed, you know, give them, I'm still in contact with some of my students, and I try to show them, like, where can they get free courses with certifications? Where can they, you know, learn about business?
Online, right?
Yeah, online. Because, you know, while we're waiting for the system to catch up, like, all of this stuff is online for free for people to use. And if they just had the knowledge, like, it wouldn't be, you know, so bad, or, you know, just using some colloquial here, they wouldn't get their eyeball eaten. You know what I mean? Like, it's and I completely agree. But on another point, a really big opportunity that could come for Liberia, and I've listened, of course, I listen to your podcast all the time, the different episodes where you guys are talking about Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. Like, we know the big artists there. Like, a lot of people now know about Burna Boy and like Tyler outside of the diaspora and the community. And, you know, if we could get more people to listen and have interests, like, music is such a big thing. It's such a big influence in the world. I mean, I lived in Korea where, like, they have the K-wave. Everybody's listening to K-pop.
Yeah, K-pop.
And then, like, Tyler was, it's like premiering all the time in the news. And so is Burna Boy, all these artists, even getting, like, collabs with Nike, like, big brands. And I'm like, why can't that happen for Liberia with, like Liberian artists? And I mean, I know my students were so excited where they would introduce, they are the ones, I credit them to introducing me to, like, Jizino, CIC, King D, you know, all that stuff. And they were so excited when I, you know, was starting to learn the songs and lyrics. And it's like, why can't we grow beyond that, you know?
That's definitely a good question. Good question.
Well, we
question.
Well, we are to some
Yeah.
extent.
To
We are
extent,
growing.
as of in current times.
Yeah, we are growing. Now you have Jezino, for example,
Yeah.
right? But the industry needs people to put money into it, and for a very long time. So Liberians are people who want you to work extremely hard to get the recognition. Liberians support, but you have to give them quality. And a lot of times, the people that have money require the young artists, the young guys, to be at a certain level before they bring their money into it.
But not even that too. Like,
No,
even
it's not,
the
I don't think
artists.
it's that though. I think this problem don't come from the investors. This problem come from the artists, because
I was thinking
it's a
the same.
business. It's a
Yeah.
business. Like if I'm a businessman, right, and I see what you're doing, right, what you're doing is you're scratching the surface, right. In order for you to get to the next level, you have to understand how to navigate to the next level.
Yeah.
Money can get me. One thing about music, bro, money cannot get you to a certain level. Money can just make you, and then you ever see a song get big one day and then that artist just disappear?
Yeah.
Because they use money to get that song there. You understand? So you got to understand how to navigate as an artist yourself. So a lot of the artists, them Liberian artists, their working abilities suck, bro.
They're getting there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
so-
say that working
Small.
abilities suck. I just believe that money is the goal. I think that's really it for real. I don't think their ability sucks. It's just they need the money, bro. It's like they're doing what they're doing, but it's like if you want to come, if you go to a Liberian artist and you say, "Yo, my Pecan, I like what you do. Just rock with me for some time." It's not gonna be that easy. You gotta put it in
No.
out of my pocket, my man.
I am a testimony to that. I have
Yeah.
burned up
It
more
will
than
it will not be easy.
$5,000
Even
on
if they didn't do the most or they get a little
The
recognition.
producer said
You gotta bring them on.
We gotta get part
But,
two.
yeah.
We'll get part two of this
We're gonna
because
need a part two.
we
yeah.
need part two about it. It's a good conversation. Then part two
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
My brother, I'm the money in the problem. Guess got multi-millionaire in Liberia now that he putting it by artist name.
Well, let me tell you this.
So
Yeah.
Hens Vodka. Thank you,
Definitely.
LIB.
I've
Thank
been
you,
enjoying my
everybody,
people.
for supporting me. The fries. Thank you guys for supporting Hens Vodka.
definitely.
You know, you can get us online from LIB straight to you.
Oh, the
LIB.
product coming from Liberia?
Yeah.
Fresh.
We get
Every
it straight
single
to you.
team.
You know,
That's
so you go
crazy.
www.hemsvodka.com. You can get us.
But how long will it take to get here?
It's on the plane 4 days, my man. 4 days, you get it.
4 days, okay.
It'll be worth the wait.
4 days.
But how much that package cost, my brother?
Oh, that's why I package everything. You get in it for
No, I mean,
65. That's why we get it.
shipping
That's why we get-
everything?
Yeah. Look. It comes-
Okay. So, everybody, today, man, thank you for tuning in,
Thank
man.
you guys who
Yes.
viewed.
Today we had a
Thank
good
you.
day, had a good time. 1 year, happy birthday
All
to
of you.
Enterprise.
Happy birthday in the
Happy
fries.
birthday, guys. Keep
Yeah.
it up.
Thank you to all our
Thank you
guests.
very much.
that
Thank you
came
for
through.
sharing, liking, commenting, whatever you did. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And this podcast for every Liberian in the world is for us. This is our voice. We want you to come here and tell your story, your voice. Big up to my sister here that's doing her thing. Big up to my brother here
Yeah.
that's doing this thing. We're going to keep pushing the culture.
And like I always say, guys, y'all treat this podcast like y'all can treat Spoon TV. Yeah. Y'all,
I know, right?
yeah, you know, we coming up, man. So yeah.
Nah, I don't even think Spoon TV ready for what we got going on, bro. But it's no conversation for another day.
Yeah, I think like my man.
No,
Spoon TV live, never listen.
I mean, I'll call it Indian minute to a child too.
Everything chile peseo. Liquor waste no code, no pay. Bola uno le enjoyment. Uno le enjoyment. Let you done do something like do they bro. So nobody making it lazy. Bola uno le enjoyment. Uno le enjoyment. Don't now we jam.